influenced by those people around us. It's important we understand the impact of the community on our lives. We need to build meaningful relationships. The next speaker is an administrative officer. She's 43 years old and she wants to share her experience as she hopes it will help us feel that the world is a better place because of what each of us does. The topic of the speech is what makes the world go round. So please welcome Shona.
Good evening, everyone.
Good evening.
I'm very happy to stand here and be given the opportunity to speak again. And today, after much, again, after a reminder from Mr. K, I thought of this topic about what makes the world go round. And Chongli was telling me the file is taking a lot of space, and I think it's this world, the image of the world that I put in there has just taken up the whole space of the file. So what is it that makes the world go round? We are blessed with a beautiful place. We are born into a beautiful nature. God has given us the blue skies and the trees and the animals, and and what is it that makes it even more special? I believe it's the people. It's all of us. And I was telling how each of us here today, to begin with, I can start from here, how at Agora itself, how everyone comes here and creates a meaning, a purpose, and a meaning in each other's lives. There's a purpose behind each action. And now, so this is a quote by Oprah Winfrey. She says, "For every one of us that succeeds, it's because there's somebody there to show you the way out. And the light doesn't always come from someone in the family." And for her, it was teachers and school. And for me, growing up as well, at different points, it was parents, teachers. And I saw, there were many times I was inspired by people around me. And then, this is something very simple, which is everywhere, all around, you see people working. Whether it's in the country, it's a rhyme that goes like, people work in the country, people work in the town, people work day and night to make the world go round. So we have dentists, teachers, farmers, but what is it that drives them? It's their passion, it's their care, it's their concern for the people around them that even Oprah Winfrey tells us here, that created her. And she is an inspiration to all of us too. Many of us have listened to her, and her talks have touched us and wanted us to make changes in us. She has shown lives of people around us, and we were exposed to a lot more than we knew. And we wanted to bring some of those qualities in ourselves so that we could be a better person to people around us too. And then this is about my own condominium, the place that I live in. So it's about, I was a new mother then, it's about 10 years ago. And so I don't have any pictures here to show, but then we had a garden there. And there's a council, as you know, every an apartment or condominium has a council. And so this lady volunteered to be in the gardening committee. And she has a passion with flowers, flower arrangements and things like that. So one day I saw her with the gardeners helping with plant trees and pruning them and all that. And I asked her, and I joined in as well to help her. Not that I knew much about plants, but I just was interested. So she said, it's not that she said, it's just that I'm very passionate about what I do. And I see the garden was not looking very best, the way it is. And she wanted to change the way it looked. So she volunteered in the committee, and she gave her time on the weekends, and she helped to train the gardeners at the time because she wanted to see the garden looking nice. She knew about flowers, she knew about plants, and she knew how they should look like. And because of that, that area, that place is much more beautiful. So this is what she told me, and then I see the garden this way, and she wanted to make it beautiful. And then it's just, again, how people go to inspire others. Where Lee Kuan Yew, we know, he had a vision of Singapore. He thought Singapore would be part of Malaysia. And then going on, he realized that was not happening. But then his vision was for Singapore was so great that he brought together a nation that had so many cultures, where typically in most places that will lead to fights and difficulties, but he managed as man single-handedly with the support of people, with an iron hand and an iron will, was able to bring together a nation. And now for all of us, we have good housing, an education that's free for children, or more or less the local school, college, and things like that. So I'm just trying to say how we can be inspired by the vision of people and how we can join in with that and go on. Now this is one more thing that I wanted to tell you about. So this is called the Running Hour. I'm not sure whether you can see it. So it's a cooperative that was done for people who are have special needs, people who are differently able. So what happened was, a few years ago when I wasn't working, I just came across a few people, unfortunately two people that were walking by. And what I saw was, for the first time that I saw it, it was a person leading somebody who was visually impaired, and I was very touched. And moving forward, I realized their motto is run to bond and run so others can run. So I was very touched by the desire of a person or a group of people to create something like this, and the volunteers meet every weekend, and a lot of people come together for this purpose. There's a community, so there is a realization by someone that there's a need for people to meet out there and to get together. So just thank you for this opportunity. Just thank
you. All right. Thank you, Shona, for your speech. Have the timekeeper's report, please.
6 minutes, 57 seconds.
Oh, so I think most of you will be familiar with Shona. She comes almost every evening and gives a presentation, something like this. So hopefully you can see her improve as much as I have. So let's start with our evaluation. We'll continue with Dr. Kiro.
Yeah, Dr.
Shona, I come here quite often, so I've seen you speaking and talking, and I think today you are a lot more calm and able to speak composed. Yeah. So areas for improvement, I feel that actually there is a lot of messages, a lot of different things. You could actually focus on a couple and try to bring them together. And then you show the first slide, which is about the world being round. I think you can talk more about it being round. I mean, why is it not a square? Because we used to think that the Earth is flat, or if it's a square, it's got sharp edges. Because you're talking about relationship, people moving around, how to be smooth. I think you can actually play a bit of that.
Thank you, Dr. Kiro. I almost thought you went to his physics lecture just now. Happy you changed it. Next, can I welcome newcomer Vijay?
Vijay.
Okay, I'm not sure if my observations are right, but what I thought you did very well, because you had a very good topic to convey. It was very touching, So I think on the whole, your message was very clear in terms of what you wanted to communicate, but I think where I felt the area for improvement could be more on what you had presented. There's just too many, maybe just some bullet points would be good to just get our attention. Yeah, I think in between you just a little, you kind of fumbled a little bit. I think, you know, it's just trying to get your script, correct. Yeah, yeah, that's about it.
Thank you.
Okay, one more. Have Shalina, please. There's many people
Shona, I'd like to evaluate this on this acronym SHE, she. I hear you, I can hear your S is, sorry. C, yeah, I see that you were able to convey your emotion. I see you're very passionate about what you want to speak today. And I hear there was good tonality of the voice. It's high and low, and each time we see something which is very emotional, we actually express it. But I felt you were expressing a lot of examples of people who have made great impact on Singapore. But how about you? I mean, there are people out there, the gardeners, the people out there in the round have inspired you. So I'd like you to see what you want to do to make the world go round. There will be what you want to take and what you want to make to help the world go round.
Now we're having you. Can you please do on the slide?
You control. Oh, I think it's probably.
Okay. Alright. Let's give Shona a big round of applause. I think you did better than the last one. You were standing here for your delivery. What I felt, I think the engagement of the audience is not really there. You were going with so many things, just like a train, just going on. There was not enough pauses and eye contact, right? But I want to evaluate especially on your slides because I thought there's some improvement for you here, right? What makes the world go round will be a title, and this is the title, right? Then I want to show you the slides will improve. Here we go. Can you on manually? And also,
or you have a duplicate your extension.
You do that first.
You put slide. You need to put slide. You need to put the slide.
Press the phone.
I think become a standard screen.
On switch on. Where the button is like you're on.
on. And then there's on. Are you on?
Which on? Switch on or turn on?
You switch me on, I'll turn you on.
I think it's a
Door screen.
yeah, door screen. Use duplicates.
Use the I have some very good information for you to improve your slides.
Duplicate.
Okay.
Yes.
Put the first picture.
Blanky.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, this
First
one.
slide. First slide.
Yeah, this one. Yeah.
Okay.
Right. You see this one? Now, you see there's a big blank here?
Yes.
Alright. Shift the U here. Then you can push on a little bit. You know what I mean? Because there's a very big array here. So why will you go there and sort of push up to here? That will be just nice. And this one, the IT will go there. So you balance. Okay? The balance of the slide is not so good. There's something to improve. Okay, this one, what's wrong with this one? You see the white words here?
Yes.
Against
Yes.
very white background, right? So change this. Put a darker part. Maybe this one you want to put it here.
This one is copyright lah.
You can adjust it, right? This will be okay, this will be okay. No, it's okay. Only this one, do not put it there. On slide will not be good, right?
Yeah, I can do it.
And this page, there's nothing there, you keep talking, we'll get nothing here, right? If there's nothing here, just bring it out. You just bring it out. Later you came out. Okay, now you see this page. Alright, you know, for OH3 is 8 words by 8 lines maximum. So you can count how many words are there. It's a lot of words, right? So you can make the words bigger. Big for it, right? This one the same. When you put the code, the speaker, you do not put Mr. Just before you. You don't have to put Mr. Doctor whatever. There's no Mr. there, alright? And you can see there are so many, the line is too long. 8 words by 8 lines, that will be fine. So this one is make the words bigger, right? This one should be okay. Okay. The conclusion, so what you want us to do? Your speech, the conclusion was not there. So by looking at this in your story, so what do you want the audience to take home? What's the message you want to take home? That was not included. With that, I think if you improve on this area, you'll be very good.
Yeah.
Thank you.